What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to another episode of The Casual Nerd. Now, today's episode of The Casual Nerd, there are a lot of things that are going to be really interesting, especially for people who are fans of Layers of Fear. So, if you guys want to watch more, please continue to do so. So, Far Cry 6, which is a game that I'm actually really interested to play. I have never wanted to play any of the Far Cry games before until I saw the trailer for Far Cry 6, and I was like, oh, whoa, this looks really, really good. So it states here in the header, as you guys can see, Animal Rights Organization demands Ubisoft remove Far Cry 6 minigame. PETA's feathers ruffled by Far Cry 6 demands justice for roosters. Which, okay, let's just get into the article. Now, it states here in the article, in a nutshell, Ubisoft's Far Cry series is no stranger to violence, with the latest installment of the franchises earning an M for mature rating from the Entertainment Software Ratings Board, ESRB. But it's the game's cockfighting minigame. By the way, you guys have no idea how impressed with myself that I am that on the first take I was able to say cockfighting. Ignore me, I'm a child. Let's continue. It's earned the attention for the People for the Eternal Treatment of Animals, PETA, Latina group. The animal rights organization had issued a statement condemning the minigame and demanding the developer replace it with a less violent alternative. Something tells me they've never played Far Cry before. You can hunt enemies with your paraplegic dog, you can fight a cougar, crocodile, or any number of animals, but wrestle with a rooster in Far Cry 6? According to PETA, that's a line you cannot cross. Released earlier this month, a sixth mainline installment from Far Cry series continues to provide players with the ability to interact with a variety of animals, ranging from companion crocodiles to attack dogs. The game's ESRB rating is reflective of the language and violent content included in the Far Cry 6 story, but there's one specific minigame in recently released Ubisoft title that has drawn a cocky response, to say the least, from a well-known animal rights organization. You guessed it, cockfight. Throughout the game, players can collect roosters, engage in cockfights, and bases across a fictional country of Yara. Once started, players assume control of their chosen rooster and engage in a Tekken-like battle, complete with rounds and special move to subdue your opponent. Unlike real cockfights, however, the roosters in the Far Cry 6 minigame spill no blood and are not killed at the end of the match. In the game, players are free to maim and kill any number of wild animals, but somehow didn't seem to be a problem for PETA. It's come to my attention that people like to be angry just for the sake of being angry. It's the same thing here. PETA has an issue with this for literally what reason? What reason? Make it make sense. There is so many violent things that happen in video games. Take The Last of Us Part 2, for example, where you can literally shoot the dogs. PETA didn't seem to mind there. It's very picky choosy. They pick what to be pissed off about and what things to seemingly just let go of. Now, it states here in the header, PS5 gets another killer graphics upgrade, but there's a huge catch. Sony is adding an HDR feature to match Dolby Vision, but only if you had a new Sony TV. Oh, well, look at that. Another thing that it gets put in place of, just to make players spend more money. Now, this is an opinion piece that someone came out with, hence the first person perspective. So when I say I always have to say that I am not the person writing it, because when people hear the word I in the article, for some reason they think that I'm the one who's writing it, when in reality it's just, it's the person's perspective. I just want to clarify that. Now, this article was written by Matthew Bolton, and he states here that a couple of weeks ago I explained why Xbox support for Dolby Vision HDR is kind of a game changer, and why it's such a shame that the PS5 doesn't also support it. The technology is designed to help your TV and your game console work better together, making HDR games look realistic and detailed, and it's a great update. Well, now Sony has announced that it will be bringing a new feature to the PS5 called Auto HDR Tone Mapping, and it basically does what Dolby Vision does in games, yay, except that you'll only be able to use it if you have a Bravia XR TV, which means that the 5 highest end models of Sony's 2021 TV range, and that's it. Boo. And as you guys can see, there is the list of TVs that work with this new update, which it's kind of BS if you ask me. I feel like Sony is turning into the Apple of gaming. It's just something of where it's kind of infuriating, because it's like, they're going slowly away from the whole thing of where, this game is exclusive to this platform, and they're moving away from that slowly, of where their games are coming out on PC, and I think that's absolutely incredible. But now they're moving to exclusivities that are even worse, in my opinion. electronics, where literally if you do not have one specific thing, you need to buy a whole new thing in order for that other thing to be supported. It's complete BS, and I do not support that. It's like it's electronic gatekeeping, if you will. And probably the most exciting thing that is coming out in this episode of The Casual Nerd, new Layers of Fear coming out in 2022. I am extraordinarily excited about this because the fact of the matter is that the first two Layers of Fear games were absolutely incredible. It states over here that Layers of Fear will return in 2022, according to a new eerie trailer for the Blubber team, which I will be reviewing said trailer on Saturday. I'm very excited about that. I didn't want to go too much into the article because I didn't want any of the trailer to be spoiled for me necessarily. So yeah, if you guys want to see the trailer or the article for it, it will be down in the description below, as will the other articles that I discussed today, but I didn't want to ruin it for myself. So on Saturday we will be diving into this trailer, and I'm very excited about it. I'm absolutely in love with the Layers of Fear games ever since I played the first one, which was an homage to a Dorian Gray style and theme. I know I'm gonna love the third one. And lastly, in gaming news today, we have GTA Trilogy Remaster confirmed for this year as existing editions get delisted. Confirming the leaks and rumors, Rockstar officially announced GTA Trilogy the Definitive Edition, which for those of you who like GTA, this is going to be really good news. Now it goes into the article by stating, the following weeks of rumor and speculation, Rockstar Games have officially announced a new Grand Theft Auto remaster package featuring GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas, called Grand Theft Auto Trilogy the Definitive Edition. It represents the first 3 3D games in the series when it exploded in popularity and was mirrored in controversy. GTA Trilogy and Definitive Edition comes with an updated and improved versions of these games. The bundle will be available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Switch, and on PC through Rockstar Games launcher later this year. A mobile edition on iOS and Android is coming in the first half of 2022. Pricing was not announced. But that is it for today's episode of The Casual Nerd. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And I also stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And stay casually nerdy. If you guys want to see another video that I've uploaded, please be sure to click around here in the video somewhere at the end. It's going to be there in a playlist or in a singular video, whatever YouTube or let's be real, decide to put there. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.